Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Thanos from Infinity War. Let's get started at the top of our page with the eye. So I'm going to move over to the left side and draw on the upper eyelid. So I'm going to start on the outside. I'm going to curve up and then back down towards the inside of the eye. I'm going to leave a small gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside of the eye, curving up and then back down on the right. Let's curl up the frown line on the inside of the eyelid. Starting on the left, I'm going to come up and then in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's draw the brow up on top of the eyelid. So I'm going to start at the bottom corner of the frown line. I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. And I'm going to curve it back down along the side. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, we'll curve up and then out. Then I'll hook it back down towards the right. Now from the top, so I just want to draw two curves. On the left, I'm going to go up and then just pull it in. Let's accentuate the brow by pulling it forward. So just above the frown line, I'm going to step up, curve up, and then out towards the left, and then doing the same thing on the right. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So it's a half circle. Starting from the left, I'm going to step in to create an overlap, curve down towards the bottom of the eye, and then back up. We'll do the same thing on the right. On the left side of each eye, I'm going to draw a smaller half circle for a highlight. Starting from the left side here, I'm going to curve down, and pull that back up. And then in the center of each eye, I'm going to draw a small circle for the pupil. And we're going to fill those in black. On the inside edge of the eye, I'm going to draw a curve for the eye bag. Starting from the left, we'll come down and then out. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now in between the eyes, we're going to add the nose. So let's start with the tip of the nose. We're going to start with a curve coming down and then back up. On the left side, I'm going to step down, curve around, and then back in. It's almost like drawing a C. And then on the right, we're going to go in the opposite direction. Now directly up above the nose in the center here, we're going to draw a curve just for the nose bridge. We're going to step down and draw in a large mouth. So we're going to start on the left side, we're going to curve up, and then back down on the right side. We're going to step up and add the upper lip. So in the middle here, we're going to draw almost like a U shape. And then from the left side, I'm going to curve out and then down towards the left corner of the mouth. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now stepping down below, we're going to add the lower lip. Stepping down over towards the left, we're going to curve down and back up on the right. We're going to add the laugh line on the side of the nose. So on the left side here, we're going to curve out and down, aiming towards the corner of the mouth. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now that we've drawn the face, let's go ahead and draw on the lower part of the head. So directly to the left of the eye, I'm going to curve down and then pull that in towards the center, just below the mouth. I'm going to work my way back up towards the right side. Let's add some cheekbones on the side of the face. So on the left side, I'm going to curve in and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to add some of those lines along the bottom of the chin. Starting in the center, just below the lip, we're going to draw a straight line coming down. We're going to move over towards the left, draw another line, and we'll go over to the right and do the same thing. Now we're going to add two more on either side. Stepping over, I want to leave a little gap just below the lower lip. And we'll go a little bit shorter on the outside. So we're going to step down and out on both sides. Now let's draw on the top of the head. So I'm going to connect these 2 points with a large circle. Starting on the left side, I'm going to bump this out a little and then curve it up towards the top. And I'm going to make my way back down towards the right side. Let's add the ears to the side of the head. So on the left side, just above the cheek, I'm going to curve up and out, round out the ear, and then pull that in towards the side of the head. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Now let's add in the inner ear. So from the top, we're going to step down, curve down, and then in on both sides. Now that we've got the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm going to start with the sides of the body first. So starting on the left side, we're going to curve out and then down towards the hip. Go to the right side and do the same thing. Now let's connect the bottoms with another curve, coming down in the middle and then back up on the right. Let's add the top of the belt. So I'm gonna step up, I'm gonna follow that same curve, I'm gonna leave a gap in the center. Starting on the left side, we're gonna curve down and then in, leaving a gap. We'll continue on the right side. Now from the inside, I'm gonna draw a short angled line coming in. I'm gonna draw a short line going out and down. I'm gonna trace this back out towards the outside. So on the left, we're gonna go up and then curve across towards the left side. Let's do the same thing on the right, going up and curving across. Now in between these 2 points, we're gonna draw another curve. Starting on the left, we'll come down and then back up. Now let's move back up underneath the head. We're gonna start on the left side. We're gonna draw an angled line coming down and out. We'll do the same thing on the right side. I'm just gonna trim this out on the outside. So it's following that same angle, just above it. Now let's add in the collar. So about halfway between the chin and the top of the belt, we're gonna start with a point. From this point, I'm gonna angle up and out towards the left, go back to the bottom and go up and out towards the right. Now we're gonna curve this up underneath the shoulder area, going out and then up. Directly below this point, we're gonna step down and draw a short line going across. Now I'm gonna follow that same angle on the left side with a short line on both sides. Now I'm gonna follow that same curve that we have up on top towards this corner of the shoulder. Now let's trim out the top. We're gonna step down, follow that curve coming in, and continue on the right side. Now we're gonna do the same thing along the bottom. Stepping up, following that same curve, down and then in, and up on the right side. About halfway down this angle, I'm gonna curve out and then up towards the left. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw another curve. We're gonna step down, again curving down and in with a short line on both sides. Now we're gonna angle down and in towards the top of the belt. Along the top, we're just gonna add the edge of the sleeve. So from the side of the body, we're gonna step out, curve down, and then in. Let's add a couple angle lines along the top. Starting on the outside, we're gonna angle down. We're gonna do this 3 times on either side, aiming towards the center of the body. We're gonna continue working down with the legs. So in the center, we're gonna step down and draw a curve from left to right, going up in the middle, and then down for the lower torso. On the left side, I'm gonna step in, curve out, and then down towards the left heel. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. From the heel, we're gonna curve down, and then back up towards the left toe. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the toe, I'm gonna curve up towards the top of the foot, and then down, just above the corner of the heel. Go up, and just pull that down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Let's thicken up the sole. So we're gonna take this curve and just duplicate it right up above towards the heel. And do the same thing on the right side. Now let's add a toe cap. Just above the sole, we're gonna step up, draw a straight line going across, and then we're gonna angle down and then in. Do the same thing on the right, going across, and angling down and then in. Now let's go back up towards the hips and curve out the outer part of the leg. Starting on the left, we're gonna curve out, and then we'll pull it straight down on top of the foot. Let's add 2 flaps on either side of the hip. So on the left side, just underneath the belt, we're gonna curve out, and then down to right about here. I'm gonna leave a little gap on the outside. We're gonna draw a straight line going across. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving out, and then down, and then a straight line going across. Now about halfway down the leg, we're gonna add the edge of the boot. Starting on the left, we're gonna curve down, and then back up. Now below the boot cup on the left side, I'm gonna start out here, I'm gonna curve down and then in. Now I'm gonna curve up towards the corner of the boot cup, going out and then up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Stepping down, curve down and then in, and then curve up towards the inside corner of the boot cuff. From the bottom point, I'm gonna draw a straight line coming down towards the top of the foot. On the inside edge of this flap, I'm gonna curve out and then down towards the top of the boot cuff. We're gonna do that on both sides. Now let's move back up and draw on the arms. I'm gonna start on the left side, just below the strap. We'll step down, curve out, and then down towards the wrist. Now right here, we're gonna add the thumb with a small half circle. At the end of the thumb, I'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, I'm gonna swirl around the bracket and go up. We're gonna step down, curve out, and up for the second finger. Now the third finger, we're gonna go up towards the shoulder, curving out. Now we're just gonna start to pull that into right about here. We're gonna overlap the shoulder on top. We're gonna step down, curve up and out, and then in towards the top of the strap. Now on the right side, we're gonna have him holding up his infinity gauntlet. So let's start with the top edge of the knuckles. Right beside the strap, we're gonna leave a little gap. We're gonna curve up and then back down. Let's round out the side of the fist. On the left side, we're gonna curve in and then back out. On the outside, we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Now let's connect the bottoms with a curve, coming down in the middle and then back up. From the inside of the wrist, we're gonna curve in and then down. And then on the right side, we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Then again, let's connect the two ends with a curve, coming down and then back up. Now let's draw the fingers along the top. From the top corner, we're gonna draw a short line going up. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now let's round out the top of the knuckles. We're gonna go up in the middle, and then back down. Now we're going to split the fingers into 3 parts. Starting from the top, we'll come down, move over, and draw another line coming down. Now we're going to show the thumb poking out on the right side here. So it's like a half circle, starting from the top, curve around, and then back in. On the end here, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. Let's add 4 small circles along the edge of the knuckle. Starting on the left, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then we'll add a large circle in the center of the fist. Let's add a little bit of detail to the forearm. So right in the center of the wrist here, we're gonna curve out and then down toward the left, and then the right. Now we're gonna angle up and in. Let's draw 2 lines coming down. So from this point, we're gonna step in, draw a straight line coming down, and then from this point, we'll step in and draw another line coming down. Now let's connect the gauntlet to the body. We're going to start with the upper part of the shoulder. Start from the top of the strap. We're just going to curve in behind the fingers. Now right out here at the bottom corner, we're going to step in, curve out the elbow, and then pull that up and in behind the body. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Thanos from Infinity War. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.